Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from the Heartland of America Museum in Weatherford.
This spot is home to 32 major historical exhibits. Visitors can see up close and personal views of artifacts from the 1800s through the 1950s. The museum celebrated 10 years last summer and they're looking forward to many more visitors. We'll show you around throughout the show. But first, it's rodeo time in Oklahoma.
It is. Now, the traditional Elks Rodeo in Woodward kicks off in early June each year. But right now, Tina McGarry is going to take us to a spot where folks show up to get ready.
The Cowboy's Tack Shop is a one-stop shop for Western wear and horse supplies.
From Wrangler to Cinch to Ariat. Those are, our big, Western clothing brands. And then, boots, there's Justin, Tony Llama, Anderson Bean, Twisted X, Lou Casey.
And it's not just boots and jeans and tack. Browse the beautiful Western jewelry and accessories or check out the saddles.
There's a little bit of everything for everybody, not just cowgirls and cowboys.
You can also find billfolds and handbags. Don't see what you like? Design your own custom creation.
Custom leather work, anywhere from holsters to hair on purses, to saddle repair. If you can dream it, we usually can build it.
Michael Justice is a master leather crafter. With leather as his canvas, he turns ideas into beautiful artwork. Today, he's working on a cowhide handbag.
They give me a basic idea of what they want, size-wise, width, depth, all that. The material they want used, the colors they like, what they're into, whether it's Native American or cowboy, and then they give me free rein to create what I want.
He's spent his life creating. His work comes with 50 years of knowledge and expertise.
My grandpa started me out when I was 10 years old. He did saddle work. I learned building and making saddles from him, repairing saddles, boot and shoe repair. And I'd always been kind of artistic, so he encouraged me to carve something on leather and tool it, and it just went from there.
His work is stunning and high quality down to the smallest detail. He's created a life doing just what he loves.
Taking a piece of dead cow and creating something beautiful from it, something that will last for decades, centuries. It's a dying art.
Whether it's life on the ranch or a night at the rodeo, the Cowboy's Tack Shop is a go-to for Western wear.
We'll get you situated. We can get you a brand new hat for the rodeo to match your jeans, your boots, everything.
My main things I'm looking for are reins and hats. I was pretty hard on hats. Reins, hats, ropes, about all I really come in after. My wife's the one that does the clothing shopping.
And if you buy a hat right off the shelves, they'll even be able to shape it for you right here in the store and get you out the door looking like a cowboy or a cowgirl. In Woodward, I'm Tina McGarry, Discovering Oklahoma.
If all this talk has you ready for the rodeo, here's what you need to know. The Woodward Elks Rodeo takes place this year from June 6th through June 9th. There are events every night. Learn more on their website, woodwardelksrodeo.com. Many folks headed to the Woodward Elks Rodeo will pass by one of Oklahoma's landmarks.
And some, when they see it for the first time, are simply in awe. Come along with me now to visit Gloss Mountain State Park.
Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "The simple perception of natural forms is a delight." Out of the flat terrain of western Oklahoma, these natural forms called mesas stand majestic, distant, and reclusive, yet retain an aura of mystery. It's fascinating to think this was all made by water centuries ago. Today, as you visit Gloss Mountain State Park, you can see how this creates Oklahoma's diverse terrain.
We hear from people from all over, literally the world, and that sounds surprising because we've had people here from Australia and they commented, "What does this make you think of, the outback?" We've had people from Canada that have came down here and claimed that they came to this area because they wanted to see the red dirt. And so those are two different combinations of what you see, and really you can go from here to Utah before you'll see anything like the flat top mesas. And not only from the park, but there's pretty much a scenic drive on US 412 from here west to Bass Junction, and that you'll see the Gloss Mountain chain.
This is an unattended park. There's no lodging or campsites, but many times there's a volunteer here to help visitors. There's also a valuable brochure at the gate, which is also extremely helpful.
The park encompasses 640 acres of land. The biggest, longest mesa is referred to as Cathedral Mountain. Cathedral Mountain is the main mountain that we have built a trail and a staircase to get people's feet off of the ground.
Hiking is the main activity at the park, and it's also a very relaxing place for a family picnic.
Well, I think a lot of people think that Oklahoma is just all flat, and you come out here and walk around a little bit, you make it up the hill there on the Gloss Mountain, and it's beautiful. You can see for miles, and again, you can just see God's creation and all of it, and that's what I think about when I see it.
Another thing you can see while here is the high selenite gypsum content. It looks like shiny glass and can be seen everywhere.
The kids, they were exploring already this morning, looking around and looking at the rocks and things, and realized there was some things that were as clear as glass, and that's kind of what makes this park unique, also known as the Glass Mountains. I don't know all the history there, but it certainly provides a unique view and the shininess of the mountains from those pieces of rock, and so we got to explain that to them a little bit this morning.
There's always a chance you can see some wildlife while visiting Gloss Mountain State Park, from horned toads, mountain boomers, and if you look up, you might see some turkey vultures soaring effortlessly through the sky. But it's important to note, especially as temperatures warm up, there are rattlesnakes and prairie rattlers around this area. You are strongly encouraged to stay on all the main trails when you are here, but always be looking and listening.
Most of the people, when they show up, what's most everyone's goal is to get to the top of the mountain. On a clear day, you can see forever from the top of the mountain.
From the top of the mountain, you can see beauty everywhere. It truly is a peaceful, serene delight.
You can plan your trip to the Gloss Mountains with the help of the Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click up top where it says Request Free Brochures.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Head 'em up, move 'em out.
See the sights in Osage County. We'll show you where you can take a ride.
Our most popular dessert is pecan pie bread pudding.
Plus the must-stop spot if your travels take you through eastern Oklahoma.
We like to keep it different here in Enid.
And we'll show you what one Oklahoma town is doing to keep things interesting. It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. The Oklahoma Department of Agritourism salutes Creekside Berry Farms in LaFleur. Visit to pick your own berries this summer.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you this week from Weatherford and the Heartland of America Museum. There's just so much to see and experience here.
Absolutely, but in the northeastern part of the state, there's a lot of ground to cover as well.
That's right, and that's why one Oklahoma business is making sightseeing easy. Julie Chen shows us how they are roaming the Osage.
Tourism is booming in Pawhuska, and it's no wonder why. From the Pioneer Woman's Merc to the Tallgrass Prairie, there is lots to see and do here, but only one way to do it in style, with Roaming the Osage Tours.
Head 'em up, move 'em out.
It's a perfect Oklahoma morning for a Roaming the Osage Historic Scenic Tour. As we climb aboard this comfortable convertible Mercedes-Benz bus, driver Frank and tour guide Leah are ready to take us for a ride.
Y'all ready to start roaming? Yeah, let's do it.
The tour covers about 50 miles and runs 90 minutes.
Well, welcome to Pawhuska. Our population here is roughly 3,500. And we were established in 1872, 35 years before statehood.
This is a journey filled with a lot of laughs and lots of great information.
We're a tour that takes you around Pawhuska and shows you a little bit of what's going on today and the excitement that's happening. And also we share a lot about the past with you.
Pawhuska is so rich in history and people have no idea.
No matter what kind of history buff you are.
Yes.
We have the oil, petroleum. We have the cowboy history, all the Western way of life. We have the Native American, all the Indian history. We got it all right here. This is a melting pot.
Here recently, since the Pioneer Woman has opened her doors, so many of our little buildings are becoming active again. We've got all these cute little stores to go shopping at, some more restaurants. We as locals are loving it.
From the Pioneer Woman's Merc to the $1 Million Elm Monument, Roaming the Osage highlights over a dozen sites.
We try to show you the most interesting things. We do go to the Catholic Church, both museums, the one at the Osage Nation campus and the Osage County Historical Society one. We do the downtown district. We go to the Drummond Ranch, out past it, and to the Windmill Farm.
The ride includes a few short films and many fun facts.
A movie called To the Wonder filmed here, so that brought in Ben Affleck, Rachel McAdams, Penelope Cruz's husband, Javier. They also filmed August, Osage County, not too long ago, so that brought in Meryl Streep, Julia Roberts, George Clooney. Woohoo!
Tours run Tuesday through Saturday and begin at the company's headquarters on Main Street. You can also rent the bus for private events. However you do it, it's best to book ahead.
Call us at 918-440-5312, and we also have a Facebook page, and we also have a webpage, roamingtheosage.com.
Roaming the Osage, turning a trip to Pawhuska into a grand tour.
I've been on comparable tours such as this, and this one's very impressive.
It's fun, it's energetic, great and knowledgeable tour guide and host, phenomenal people. It's not that long, but it's long enough. It helped that it was a beautiful day today, but we had a great time.
If you haven't made it to Pawhuska lately, you need to come and check us out because we're changing and there's a lot of exciting things happening, and we'd love to show you around in our bus.
Well, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed it.
In Pawhuska, I'm Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
You can find out how to reserve your ride by heading to their website, roamingtheosage.com, or look them up on Facebook.
Head 2 hours south of Pawhuska and you're at one of the best diners in the state.
The Hen House serves up some incredible food, but hosts so much more. Photojournalist Casey Kennedy is going to take us there.
This is just like what my grandma used to make, because I make what my grandma and what my mom used to make. So we want the Hen House to feel like family.
It's like going to grandma's house. It's just very comfortable, great staff.
Good food. I'm having chicken fried steak.
Chicken and dressing. Tonight I'm having the salmon. I love the cream puffs and the lemon pie. It's all good.
Our most popular dessert is pecan pie bread pudding.
It's as good as it comes. I'm gonna live to be an old man. I'll be back.
A lot of times on our recipe, it's trial and error. We don't measure anything. People come in and ask for recipes, and I said, well, it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We're not just chicken, even though we are the Hen House. We do prime rib every Friday night. Friday night showcases our specials throughout the week. We have more specials on Friday night than any other time. So I started out serving lunch in to-go containers, and then we built the first part of the Hen House, and 5 years ago we added on to our kitchen, and then everybody grabbed at me and said, why are you adding on to your kitchen when we need more seats? I said, if we don't add on to the kitchen, we can't feed anymore. And then we added on our big banquet room, and it has blossomed into a whole different creature. Weddings, proms, family reunions. We have something just about every Saturday. We have people that come from everywhere. We are a wedding venue. We are the whole package. We do your catering, the venue. I have a sister here in town that's a florist. I have a sister that's a photographer if you need one. And then my daughter makes cakes. And then we have a home away from home, the Roost, which if you have people coming in from out of town for your wedding, we can also put them up. We have music every Friday night from 5 to 8. A lot of times it's my daughter, Katie.
My
favorite thing about the Hen House would probably have to be the stage, just because it's mine. It's my place. Whenever I walk in the doors, I look at it and I'm just like, yes, that was built specifically for me.
Oh, we love it. We love to hear her sing. She's going to be big someday. We will have seen her win.
I perform every Friday night and usually every day that I get off. If I don't have a day that I'm in school, I'll usually perform on the stage and see if I can get some tips. It helps with gas money. My mom never goes into anything half. She completely dedicates herself to every single lunch, every single prom, every single wedding. She tries to make it the best it can be.
Thank y'all. An important note about the Hen House: they're open for lunch only Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They serve dinner from 5 to 8 on Fridays, and the cafe is closed to accommodate special events on the weekend.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
So this is our Saturday night. It's our #1 seller, and it's the original pizza.
The Saturday night special at this Oklahoma pizza hotspot.
That's actually how the felt bird got its name.
And the story behind this uniquely named shop in Enid. It's all coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues. Great travel tips anytime. Like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Create your ultimate Oklahoma bucket list with this year's free Oklahoma travel guide. Discover captivating culture, heart-pounding adventure, ultimate relaxation. This bucket list can't be missed. Order yours free today at travelok.com.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're checking out decades of history today at the Heartland of America Museum in Weatherford. Every exhibit here seems to tell a great Oklahoma story.
It does, but if it's a great shopping experience you're interested in, guess what? We have an idea for you.
That's right. The Felt Bird in Enid is a great place to start. The Main Street area of downtown Enid has seen a rebirth in the last few years, and the Felt Bird has been here to see it all.
Our downtown, it was just starting to blossom. At least from like our view, you know, like it just like a whole bunch of things were starting to happen. First Fridays were becoming a thing in our downtown, and so we wanted to be a part of it. And we liked the revitalization of downtown, and it was just a really cool feeling.
Stella and Riley Jansen opened the Felt Bird after having an in-home shop where Stella sold her handmade goods.
We started off, Stella and I were running a handmade company called Stella Bird. What she came up with was actually a little felt bird. We sold that and some other cute plushies and some other accessories and all that, and basically that company turned into this company. That's actually how the Felt Bird got its name.
At the Felt Bird, you'll find an eclectic mix of clothes, accessories, stationery, and neat gifts.
The Felt Bird, we are an eclectic mix of our gifts, accessory, and apparel, and we are just fun in here. A lot of our stuff has a great sense of humor. We like bright, fun colors. We carry bags and jewelry, earrings, and they're all one of a kind. We have a lot of handmade mixed in there from different artists in the Tulsa and Oklahoma City area. We have candles, we have stationery, we have wine glasses. We have actually a lot of like barware stuff.
Ladies, if you're in the market for something new to wear, they have a variety of tops and dresses.
I personally love like everyday apparel that you can like blend into your closet and that, you know, is just effortless. And we love basics, and so we have a lot of that.
You can also find Oklahoma, specifically Enid t-shirts you won't find anywhere else.
I do, you know, any of our Enid shirts. I design those, and I try to make those, you know, as cool as I think Enid is.
So make a trip to downtown Enid and visit the Felt Bird, a place to grab something unique for you or a loved one.
We like to keep it different here in Enid.
You'll find the Felt Bird at 124 South Independence Avenue in Enid. They're open 10:30 to 6 Monday through Friday till 4 on Saturdays and closed on Sundays.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
I think the dough is a big part of that. The crust is amazing.
The secret to some of the best pizza in the state when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Set a course for excitement with your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. It's your all-in-one handbook for outdoor inspiration. Cabins, campsites, healthy lodges, breathtaking adventures, and so much more. Order yours at travelok.com.
What a great time we've had today exploring history here at the Heartland of America Museum in Weatherford.
And now we're going to explore one of the best places in the Midtown area of Oklahoma City. Quinn Tran's going to take us to Hall's Pizza Kitchen.
On this Friday, just about every seat is taken at Hall's Pizza Kitchen. People pack the place for pizza made from scratch.
Everything is just so homemade, from like the sauces to the dough, toppings, everything is so unique. I love it.
I think the dough is a big part of that. The crust is amazing. If I could just cut the crusts off of every pizza and have them as breadsticks, I'd do it.
Hall's Pizza Kitchen is a favorite in Midtown because of the fresh ingredients, and the pizza pies are baked the old-fashioned way, using a wood-fired oven.
So this is our Saturday night. It's our #1 seller, and it's the original pizza. We started making it on Saturday nights, looking for a tradition. And so every Saturday night, we would make a pizza, throw a blanket in the living room floor, and a lot of times watch Discover Oklahoma and then something else after that.
Lorne and Lori Hall, along with their 2 daughters, started Hall's Pizza Kitchen in 2013. It all started with a pizza truck, Molly Hall says, to pay her way through college.
A lot of hard work, took a lot of tenacity, a lot of grit, and I don't think those are things that you ever unlearn.
It's now a full-time operation with Molly managing the restaurant and sister Elise doing the marketing and running the food truck.
We want to get to know our people who come in, our guests. We want to get to know you by name. I think all of us desire to feel loved and taken care of. That's a core value, and food for us is the vehicle for that.
Not only is the food good here at Hall's Pizza Kitchen, the space is fantastic. There's a second floor that works for extra dining space or for private parties. And check this out. This is a big bonus. There's patio dining. It's on the rooftop.
There aren't a lot of places to eat outside, let alone on a rooftop with a great view, so that's super fun.
The menu is fun with more than a dozen regular pizzas. Or get creative and build your own pizza masterpiece.
My mom always says it's a blank canvas, so you can do whatever you want. So you can take a lot of different flavors. So we really enjoy playing around with different types of flavors and toppings and different combinations. On Mondays, we do a new pizza every Monday, which is really fun. It's kind of a way for our team just to start playing and throwing, things on that blank canvas.
From the pizza pies to the starters, salads, and sweet treats, every bite is delicious, and everyone here feels part of the Hall family. In Oklahoma City's Midtown, Quinn Tran, Discover Oklahoma.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. Just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the fine folks here at the Heartland of America Museum in Weatherford for hosting us this week. We hope you'll make the trip to Weatherford to visit. The museum is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturday, they're open 1 to 5. If you want to visit Sunday or Monday, you need to call ahead to make an appointment.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, we'll take another trip back in time to one of the most historic battles of the Civil War, where you can go to learn more.
Plus, South American cuisine in the heart of Oklahoma. We show you where to find it next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.